Welcome, dear Thriver, to Thriver TV, where you will learn it's possible not just to survive narcissistic abuse, but to truly thrive after it, regardless of who the narcissist is, how long you've suffered the abuse, or even if it was from when you were a small child. Today, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day, the dangers, and how you can choose you and your best life instead of a toxic person. So let's get started about what those specific dangers are on Valentine's Day after being narcissistically abused. Okay, the first one is the possibility of you being hoovered. And if you're still feeling hooked and devastated by a narcissist, they can use Valentine's Day to pull you back in, to get narcissistic supply from you, which means to get your attention that feeds their ego. A narcissist may reach out to you with no intention of actually meeting up with you, but it's just to hook you back into contact. Or maybe they set up a date with you, but this is not about because they've changed or they want to love you healthily. It may be to get control back, to ultimately hurt you. Maybe it's about accessing more of the stuff that they think they can get from you, such as sex or money or resources. Maybe it's to stop you moving on, which is an insult to their ego. Or maybe it's so that they can get you back and dump you this time to get revenge. And maybe reaching out to you is about them hurting their present lover and creating triangulation with you. Maybe the narcissist will make a date with you for Valentine's Day and then not show up or make an excuse or dump you at the last minute. Which all of this is shocking. It's terrible. However, and even though you've been through this before with a narcissist, they can really up the game on Valentine's Day because they know it can really hurt you. And if you're feeling low and alone and needy, or going through the off and on with a narcissist, or you've split up with a narcissist, you could be highly susceptible to getting hoovered back in this way. The other danger is you may make contact with the narcissist. And I completely understand how this is possible because we tell ourselves a lie, just one more date won't hurt. We can easily deceive ourselves to think that I'm just going to take a little bit of poison. I'll be okay. I can handle it. They're not going to get to me this time. And we tell ourselves, I'm not drinking from the well of poison. I'm just having a little bit. But it's never about we're just taking a sip. A sip turns into massive gulps. And of course, it's devastating. And I did this so many times as well. I cannot tell you. I said to myself, I'll just see him. This is the last time, just one more time. And additionally, I know that we can have so much pressure and expectation on ourselves at Valentine's Day. I should be partnered up. I should go out to dinner. I should have a date. I should be spending it with somebody with a love interest. And we may reconnect with the narcissist. And you might be fooling yourself that it's okay to see this person because you shouldn't be spending Valentine's Day alone. Maybe you reach out to the narcissist this Valentine's Day, or you're thinking about doing that because you don't want the possibility of them spending Valentine's Day with somebody else. And really, so much of this could be because there's a part of you still holding on to hope that somehow in amongst all of this dysfunction, abuse, and trauma, that there's a way to fix it all with this person. It leads to disaster, and the results are just more abuse. We know this, and this will be no different. I want to talk about this with you, that feeling alone and empty does not generate real love. Quantum law is the truest vibrational law that governs our life. Universal law just is. And until understanding universal law, it can be so difficult to know where to start to change your life away from torturous pain and loss, which is exactly what narcissistic abuse is, into a life that works, that is truly gratifying. Universal law is simple, also known as quantum law. So within, so without, meaning whatever your emotional foundation in any action you take is exactly the results that you will reap. So meaning whatever's going on in your inner world when you show up is going to be the template of what you experience from your outer world. Reconnecting with the narcissist when you're feeling down and empty in those painful times means the results are going to generate more emptiness, more downtrodden and traumatic feelings and experiences. Ironically, when you're feeling solid, peaceful, full, as a result of being emotionally self-partnered, you would rather nail yourself to the back of a burning door than reconnect with a narcissist. Why? Because your soul is simply not aligned with your own soul destruction when you're in a good emotional inner place with yourself. So this brings us to the only obvious solution to cease our own self-destruction with these people. It is to choose yourself. Choose to dedicate your attention and energy to healing yourself back from the emptiness and the brokenness to become full and satiated and solid on the inside, regardless of who that person is or what they are or how they're behaving. And of course, this requires no contact. Blocking this person, setting up third-party only communication if there are legalities to go through so that you're not drinking again from the poisonous well. But that's only the first piece. Metaphorically, you've been hit by a truck, emotionally and spiritually, which means the real you, the true you, the inner you has been desecrated. That's the seat of your soul where your entire life is unfolding from. You've literally experienced soul devastation, and that needs specific healing. Researching all about narcissists, reading about narcissists, venting, talking isn't that level of healing. Healing your soul, the real core of you, is that healing, which is what quantum healing can access and activate. The recovery of your somatic inner limbic system where trauma impacts and is stored. I promise you this. I went from being a person who drank from that poison well often. I couldn't stop. On Valentine's Day, other days, and at those times when I felt defective, unlovable, unworthy, empty, needy, heartbroken, and devastated, I was chugging down the poison out of that well. Yet, when I discovered the quantum tool, Quanta Freedom Healing, to heal myself at my core and made that my mission, to heal the inside of me, I came back home as a single woman. Even though there were many people and things that I'd lost from my life, I finally, unconditionally felt whole and full and satiated because my soul had been healed to know its true state, connected to ultimate love, to universal source energy, to my higher self, where love originates from. So from that time on, painful things could still happen to me, and they still can to this day. But I always, from that day forward, had the process of Quanta Freedom Healing to let go of pain and triggers, hand it back to source, to transmute it for me. And I was able to fill those spaces where the trauma was with love, wisdom, and the power of oneness, universal source instead. And that's what changed everything for me. And it will for you too, no matter what you're feeling right now. And most of all, it's going to allow you to finally choose you this Valentine's Day and every day. So you're not selling your soul to a toxic person. And you will be able to hold that space, choosing yourself no matter what happens in your life. You will start to heal and deal in quantum ways that will astound you. So speaking of which, tomorrow is my Quantum Valentine's Day healing event that is going to help you heal out of this, align with you, and be capable of consciously, with wisdom, manifesting real healthy love. So this is the last call for you to access this global event with me and this healing. And you will get to keep this healing for life. Some of my events, those healings don't stay up, but this one you will get to keep. So if you want a super boost in your healing out of narcissistic pain and fear and your own loneliness and heartbreak and the feeling that you're never going to be able to trust and open your heart to love again, then this event is for you and it's not to be missed. So you can access it via the link in this video. And if you can't make it live, please know you're going to receive a recording to watch at a time that does work for you. So I hope this has resonated with you. I hope this has given you the truth. And as always, keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there is nothing else to do if you want your real life and real love. So until the next one, lots of love. Bye-bye.